Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Victor Ebere, and in this video I will talk about how to build dashboards, interactive dashboards in Excel. So most times you have data and you want to summarize them. You want to summarize everything you've done in charts and bar charts, pie charts, diagrams that are very pleasing to the eye, and it also gives you an idea of what your data is about without having to look at the large data. So that's what dashboard is all about. So the first thing I will do is to give you guys the link to the data I'm using. So you can find the link in the video description. You can find the link in the description in the video, or you can go to this link. Just copy this link and paste in your search bar, and then you get the link to the data that I'm using. So I'll go to Excel and get this data. Now, like I told you guys before you get in a data to Excel, you have to first check the file type of your data. So I think my data is a CSV file. It's a CSV file. So I think this is where my data is. Desktop. Documents. Now this is my data. You see brewery data. Then you can see type. Microsoft Excel, comma, separated values file. This means it's a CSV file. So, and if you get this data too, it will be in a CSV file format. So now let's get back to Excel. I'm going to load in this data. I'm going to load it in Excel. So I'll go to data, then get data. Now most of you who are using version 2.16 and below, you might not see get data. You will see when you go to data, I see something like text from now you can see from text slash CSV. Now something like this. That's if you're using 2.16 and below. You might see from text slash CSV. Then click on that text. Now, but you might need to do a bit of transformation. You might need to do a bit of transformation. So what you would do is, if you are not using version, if you can't see get data from here, now what you will do is, now just watch me. Now this is for everyone who cannot see get data from their Excel version. So what you do is, go to where you have your data. Go to the file part where you have your data. Open it. Please follow what I'm about to do here so you don't make mistakes. Open your data. So open it so you can see mine is open now. Now you are not meant to work on this data. You're not meant to work on it. Just all you have to do is what? Copy it. Copy the entire copy everything in this data. So you can Control Shift write down, copy the entire data, Control C. Now you're going to create a new workbook, not this one that you're using now. You're going to create a new workbook. So you can see this is my book one, a new workbook, an entire new workbook. Then I'll paste it here. You can see. Then after you've pasted it here, go back to that one and close it. Now this was what I copied. So click outside so it will stop buffering. Then close it. Close. And you can click on save or don't save, whichever one. Close it. Good. Now this one is now your data. It's in a new workbook. Now, but this is not a table. I don't know if I've told you guys this. This is not a table. Now, how do you know a table? A table, there will be drop down at each of the columns. So this is not a table, so you're going to turn this to a table. So you still select your entire spreadsheet, select the entire of your work, then press Ctrl T. Ctrl T, then just click on OK, and then you have what? This same data. Now this is for those who are using Excel 2016 and below, who do not see get data. So carry out this process. Now for those of us who are using Excel, for those of us who are using Excel 2019 and above, where you can see get data, so let's do this. Now data, get data. I think this is much faster and professional. Now from CSV, Tesla CSV. Now find where you have the data. I think this is brewery data. That's the name of my data. Then import. Then it's going to load this data. It's going to load this data. Why is this wasting time? Okay, so I'll click on what? Load. So it's coming up. So this is my brewery data. Now we are still going to use pivot tables to create dashboards. So if you're not familiar with pivot tables, you can go back to my video on pivot table and go through it. It's very easy and straightforward. So now let's rename our table. Now if I have to click on any part of my words data, then I'll go to what? Design. So this is my table name, brewery underscore data. So I can leave it like this, brewery underscore data. That's my table name. I can leave it like this. So I'm going to go to sheet 2. This sheet 2. Then I'm going to insert a pivot table. Now I'm going to do profit by country. So I'll rename this sheet to profit by country. Profit by countries. And all I'm going to do here is to get in a pivot table which will show me the profit by the countries. So if you guys remember, click on here. This is where I want my pivot table to be. So I'll go to insert, pivot table. Now my table name is what? Brewery underscore data. If yours is table 1, write in table 1. So but mine is brewery underscore data, which I think yours will also be. And I click on what? Okay. Then I have my pivot list. Now I want to find the profit by countries. So I will drag profit to the E values here. Then I will drag countries to the rows. Quite simple. Then I have what? The profits by the countries. I have all the countries and their profit. And I have to sort this. I click here. Then more sort options. And I'll sort what? Descending by sum of profits. I'll click on this one here. And okay. So I have this. So you can see Senegal made the highest profit, while Togo made the least profit. So all I have to do is to insert what we call a pivot chart. So I have to click on any part of my pivot. If I click anywhere outside, I wouldn't have my, you can see I don't have anything here again. If I click on here, you can see pivot table tools. If I click anywhere outside, I can't see the pivot table tools again. So I'll click on any part of my pivot. Then I'll go to what? Pivot table tools. Click on analyze. Click on analyze. Then here you see pivot chart. Then click on pivot chart. Then when it comes up, you can just select what. I can use this sticked column chart here. Okay, that was fast. Let me go over it again. So analyze, pivot chart. Then I chose what? This one, the sticked column. Then I'll click on OK. And that's just it. Now I'll have to change the name of what I have here. This is my chart title. I have to change it to what? So you can double click on it. What's wrong with this? So I'll name here profit by countries. Okay, now I can remove this total here. Click on it. What's wrong with my system? Click on it and then remove it. Then I want to hide this sum of profits here and the countries here. So I'll just right click, then go to hide all field buttons on charts. So it hides it. Now this plus sign here, if you click here, now you have the axis title. You see the chart title is on. If I toggle on the data labels, it shows what the actual numbers in the bars, but that might make our chart a bit dirty. Now if I click on data table, it gives me a table under it, error bars, legend, but this is just what I want. And I have my bar chart for the profit by countries. Quite easy. So on the next sheet I'm going to do profit by brands. So you can see it's quite easy. So I'm going to insert a pivot table. My table name is brewery_data. I click on OK. Then profit by brands, I have to drag profits to the E values, then brands to the rows, and I'll sort this side. More sort options by descending sum of profits. Then after that, I'll go and get in my pivot charts. Click on analyze, pivot charts. Then I can also select a start column for this one. And I click on OK. Now I'll do same thing. Right click, hide all field buttons and charts. I'll remove this total here. Then change the charts. Then this is profit by brands. Profit by brands, and does it. See, quite easy. Then the next one will be, excuse me, I'll do a profit by region. Profit by regions. So for this one, I'm going to use a pie chart. So insert pivot table, brewery underscore data as my table name, then profits by region. I drag region from here into the rows. So from here I go to analyze, pivot charts. Now I'll choose a pie chart here. So which one should we go for? We can go for this one, the 3D pie. We can go for the 3D pie, or this one. Let me use the 3D pie. Then profit by region. Then I'll also right click, hide all field buttons and charts. Then I'll change this to profits by regions. Profit by regions. Now this legend has to be on. This is called the legend. It has to be on. So blue means what? North central. This orange means northeast. Then this one gray means northwest. Then the yellow here means what? Southeast. And then it is sorted by descending order. In descending order, the biggest one is what? North central. Then I can go to this plus sign and I want to have my what? Data labels on. Let me see the actual numbers inside them. So I can toggle on what? The labels, and that's it for the pie chart. Now the next one I will do is I will say profit by month. So I'll rename this sheet to profit by month. So I'll get in my pivot table again, put in my table name, then profit by months. I'll drag profit to the E values, months to the rows, and then I wouldn't sort the months now because I want it to show from January to what? December. I don't want a time. If I sort this, January might be the last item here. I might have August as the first item, and I want to see how it happened over the months. So I need to have what? January, February, March, just as it is here. So I won't sort this value here. Now there's what we call a time series data. Whatever happens over time is called a time series data. If it happens over seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, centuries, it's called a time series data. And it's best to represent time series data using what? A line chart. Now most people who do forex, you always see what? They use a line chart. So we're going to use a line chart for whatever will have what? A time series data. So I'll go to analyze, pivot chart, then I'll choose a line. So you can see, then I click on OK. So a line chart is the best for time series data. Then I'll click on here, right click, hide all field buttons and charts. Then I'll remove this total here. Then I'll change what? I will change I'll change my chart title to profit by month. Profit by month. Okay, so that's about all I have to do for this one. I don't have to turn on the data levels to make my work messy, and that's just it. So profit by month. Now the last one would be quantity sold each month. quantity sold each month. So I'll get in my pivot table, type in my table name. Okay, now quantity sold each month, quantity will go to the E values, then months we go to the rows. Okay, and like I said, I wouldn't sort this this row here, and I'll also use what, a line chart, because this is still what, months. I'll use a line chart, click on OK. So I'll do the same thing, right click, hide all field buttons and charts. I'll remove this, then I'll rename this to quantity sold each month, quantity sold by month. And that's it. So we have how many charts? I think 5. We have profit by countries, profit by brands, profit by region, profit by month, then the quantity sold each month. Now I'm going to create a new sheet now called, I'll create a new sheet. I'll name this dashboard. Now all I have to do is to copy all my charts and paste it in my dashboard worksheet. So what do? This profit by countries. Now I'll click on here. Now note, don't click on inside the chart area. You see, this is the plot area. Don't click on inside it. Click on here, outside. If you click on the plot area inside this, it only takes the bar chart alone. So click on outside the plot area, then Ctrl C to copy it. Then go back to your dashboard. Then you can place it, let's say C2. Ctrl V. Then you can resize it a bit. Profit by countries. Now go back. After profit by countries, we have profit by brands. Do the same thing. Don't click on the plot area. Click on outside of it. Ctrl C. And then click on dashboard and paste it somewhere around here. Then you can resize it. So all we are doing is to what? Copy our charts and paste them in the dashboard worksheet. Then the next one is the profit by region. So copy it to your dashboard, then you can paste it here. Then you can resize it a bit. Now to resize it, look here, click on here, hold and drag it up. And that's how to resize, in case if you're wondering how I am doing the resizing. Then we also have profit by months. Click on here, copy it, you can paste it under. Oh, mistake. Then profit by months, copy it, paste it here, then you can resize it. Then quantity sold each month, copy it, and then you can paste it. Now we have all our charts in one worksheet, but they are not organized, they are looking scattered. So we're going to make it organized and make it look so so nice. So let's take this one here. So at this point now, this now depends on you, how you want to organize and make it very, very neat and tidy. Now a dashboard should be properly aligned and it should be very, very tidy and neat. So now let's work to make this align well. Then I can increase this one. So there is no permanent way to do this. If your screen is bigger, you can make it bigger. If it's smaller, you can just work around it so it fits your screen, and then it's just nice. Okay, so I can take this one. Okay, then can take this one down. Does this make sense? Yeah, profit by country and brands. Okay, so it's looking a bit organized. We can also let me trim it more. Okay, I have to take this one down. So you can see everything I'm doing here is to make it all properly aligned. Okay, so our dashboard looks a bit, even though this is not the best I can do, I have to bring it very close. Now I can do better. Bring it very close. Yeah, make it so neat. Good. This is much better. Okay, this is much better. So we have profit by countries, profit by brands, profit by region, profit by month, and quantity sold each month. Now we are going to insert what we call a slicer. Now if I want to check what happens throughout the years, let's say I want to see the profit of each country for 2018 or for the entire years, I have to I have to insert a year slicer. So once I click on the year slicer, I'll see how everything went through for the year 2018 or 2019. So I'll click on this first chart, profit by countries. Please take note of this. I'll click on this first one, profit by countries. Then I'll go to analyze. Then you'll see insert slicer here. Click on it. Then I'll choose a year slicer. Click on year. Then click on OK. So I have what? A year slicer. So you can see I gave a space here. That was on purpose. So I can resize this, then drag it to here, and then also resize this one. And also resize it to fit. So this is where I'm going to put my slicer. So if I click on 2017, now you can see this chart profit by country is now changing. 2018, if I click on the year slicer here, 2018, this chart also changes, but these other ones are not changing. Now, like I said, you guys should take note of this one. This was the only chart that I used to get in the slicer. So this slicer here only works for this chart, profit by countries. Now I have to connect it to work for profit by brands, profit by region, and the rest of them. Now all I have to do is what? I need to right click on this my slicer, and I'll see all these options. Then I'll click on what? Report connections. I'll click on report connections. And when I click on it, so you can see it is only what? This profit by countries that is what? Checked. So I'll check all of them. Pivot table 2, profit by brands, Pivot table 4, profit by month. I'll check all of them. Pivot table 3, profit by region, and the last one, pivot table 5, quantity sold each month. And I'll click on OK. Now you can see the whole chart is now changing. If I click on 217, so this is what we call a dashboard. So this gives me an idea of what happened throughout 217. That Nigeria had the highest profit for all the countries. Now, for the brands, Castle made the highest profit for 217. Then for the regions, the North Central had the highest profit. Now, for the months, you could see how it went throughout the months. There was a bit of a hike around May. It went up around May, then came down in June, then went a bit up, and then also hovered around December. It went a bit down. Down for this one, you also see. So this gives you an idea of your data. If I click on 2019, now Nigeria still had the highest profit for the countries in 2019. You can see the profit by month still goes the same way. Now let me click on 2018. Now Ghana had the highest profit for 2018. So you can see how the profit by month went for 2018. There was, after January, there was a massive drop in February. So you could want to know why there was this drop. Now for the brand, you could see Castle and Budweiser sold the highest. Ego Larger sold like the rest sold not up to half of these two. So these are the two leading brands in 2018. So 217. So a dashboard, it just summarizes your data for you based on the things you have in your columns. Now I can also add a new slicer. Click on this one. Let me go to analyze, insert slicer. Let's add another slicer. Let's add a country slicer. Then click on OK. Then we're going to minimize this, then take it to the right hand side. You can drag this to the end, let it fit. Okay, now if I want to find what happened for, let's say, Benin in 2017, now this changes only to what? Benin. Now as you can see, these other charts are not what? They are not changing. They are not what? Interactive. That's because I haven't connected this what? Slicer to the rest of them. So I'll now connect this slicer. I'll right click on this one, go to report connections, then I'll check all of the other pivot tables, check all of them. I will check all of them and then click on OK. Now is that they have now what? They have now what? Changed. So for Benin, the countries is showing only what? Benin. Now this profit by brands. So if I want to check what happened in Nigeria in 2018, so I have an idea of how the profits went by, which brand is giving me the highest profits in Nigeria, which region is selling the highest. You can see that North Central and North East are the top. They take half of my charts. Now the month, there is a massive fall after January. After February, there was a massive fall in March to April, and then I will ask why was this deep fall here. You could see then it went up to June, went down in August, remained the same till it entered what? December, November, December. So this is a dashboard for you. So now you can customize this to whatever you have in your data. So this is how to build the dashboard. But then we're not done. We're going to add colors. We're going to add colors and fill to our dashboard. Now you see we still have this Excel lines here, the grid lines here. We're going to remove it so this will look like a normal Word document. So I'll go to View. Now you could see I have my formula bar. I'll remove it, toggle it off. Grid line should be off, heading should also be off. So you could see now it looks like a normal Word document. Now I'm going to fill this with colors. So for the profit by countries, by countries, for this chart here, I can go to Home. Now you can see this. You see this fill color here. That thing that looks like a cup that is overflowing. If you click on it, it fills the entire background of your chart. So this, if I click on this drop down arrow, I can choose a color and choose a lighter color. So if I click on this, it fills this with this color. I'm not so good with colors, but I'll try. So you can choose better colors for this. You mustn't follow what I'm doing. Go to Home. Now the A is now what? The color of the text. This A here, if you click on the drop down, how you want the text to be written. Should it be written in black? You can choose black here. You can see the text is written in black. For this one, you can go to Home. Or you can customize this however you want. Like I said, I'm not the best with colors. I'm not too good with colors. I'll try. Oh, and choose something. Yeah, something light. Then for the text here, for the Home, if I click on the A here, the A is for the text. You have to use what we show, white, black. What else can I use? I need to use what will be very, very visible. Can just use white, or let's say black. Now for the profit by regions, can fill the entire color with what can I fill this with? Okay, let's say this one. Profit by region. Then let's fill in the text. Click on the A. I don't use black for this again. Let me choose another color. I can use this one. Profit by region. This looks a bit nice. Then for the profit by months, what can I fill this with? Profit by months. Oh. No. Can use this. Then for the text, I have to use a bold. You can use this for the text. Then for the quantity sold each month, can fill it with quantity sold each month. Home, can use. Now you can try out other colors. use here. Okay, we can use this. Then for the texts, you can use green for the text. Now we can color the slicers. We can color the slicers. So this is not too bad. Then I have to add a title. I have to add a title. So I'm going to drag these things down. So make all your charts to be in one page, like in one view, where you don't have to scroll down before you see the entire chart. I'm going to add a title. Title should take up to this place. So I'll drag this place up. Now you can also do this in any format you want. You mustn't do it in this format. You can decide to turn it whichever way you want. Drag this one up a bit. Then I'll now take this one down. I'll make this fit. Drag this one here. Okay. So as you can see, in one glance, I can see all my charts. I don't have to scroll down to see all of them. In one glance, I see all my charts. Now I'm going to give this a title. Let me take the slicers down. Now you can have 2, 3, or more slicers if you want. Okay, I'm going to add a title. I'm going to use a text box to add a title. So what do? I'll go to insert. I'll go to insert, then I'll see what? Text box. This text here, click on the drop down. Click on the drop down, then you will see text box. Click on it. Then when you click on it, you're going to draw the outline of how you want your text box to be. So you can see this upside down cross. Then this is where you're going to give an outline. You can make the first outline, then you now begin to what? You can now arrange it properly. Let me drag it to here, then drag it down, and also take it to here. I think here is enough. Then I can take here up. Good. Now inside here, I'm going to write what? Brewery data dashboard. And I want this text to be quite big, so I'll increase what? I'll go to home. I'll increase the font size, let's say to 20. Let's see how big it is. So you can see I have what? Brewery data dashboard. Let me align this to the center. So I'll go to home. You see align center. I think it should be here. middle align. I didn't align it. Let me go back again. Center, okay. Click on center. Okay, so I have this in the center. Brewery data dashboard. And I can now also use the fill. I can choose a color. Which color? Let me use this. Which color will I use? So this is not too dark. Then for the A, I can use something light. No, I don't like this. This is too dark. I can just change the fill to something lighter. So brewery data dashboard. Let me see if I can change the text. Now let me change the color of the text. Let me use brown. Brewery data dashboard. Okay, so you can come up with other ways to make this more beautiful and nice. You can add something by this left side, add something here, make it or you can drag this one up. Good. Brewery data dashboard. So this is how to create a dashboard. You could see it's so nice and interactive. So whenever you want to find, let's say what happens in 2019. So this gives you an idea for 2018. This gives you an idea and insights into your data. Dashboards are nice. They are a very nice way of getting insights in your data and then coming to make conclusions into whatever you want to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can see it's very nice, very detailed and straightforward. So in my next video I will talk about how to clean data, and I'm sure you don't want to miss that. So all you have to do is to like this video, share to your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notifications. So see you in my next video. Thank you very much.